Hello, nice to meet you. I am Kyung at the Nonprofit IT Support Center. The Nonprofit IT Support Center is an intermediate support organization whose mission is to connect and support the IT infrastructure necessary for social economy organizations, such as nonprofit private organizations and social enterprises aimed at public interest activities. As the center's director, I conduct various research activities and lectures in the DSI field, using ICT to solve social problems. The title of today's lecture is Understanding Smart City and Domestic and International Cases. First, let's understand the concept of a smart city basically, and second, we will look at the smart city planning direction with a focus on cases. Third, we will examine the importance of smart citizenship in establishing a smart city. First, let's understand the smart city. Air, water quality, waste, and noise are social problems that we have been experiencing for a long time. Why do these things happen? Was there no effort at all to solve them? Worldwide interest and efforts have been focused on innovative attempts to find the core causes of unresolved social problems and effectively solve them. As globalization has accelerated in the past half-century, exchanges and trade between countries, mainly in cities, have increased. On the other hand, as the industry paradigm has changed due to the era of IT and high-tech industries, more people have flocked to cities where infrastructure installation is advantageous. The UN defines a city as a case where more than 5,000 people live in an administrative district. The urbanization rate is the ratio of the population living in a city to the total population. The global urbanization rate was 50% in 2018 and is expected to reach 70% in 2050. In the case of Korea, the urbanization rate, which was around 30% in the 1950s and 1960s, has soared to over 90% today. Cities require enormous amounts of energy to operate. The current society, represented by the Fourth Industrial Revolution and IT society, requires more energy than ever. According to statistics from the United Nations, 2.8 billion people are expected to be affected by water scarcity globally by 2025, as cities use about 60% of drinking water. However, they account for only about 2% of the world's land area. Water, food, electricity, energy, infrastructure, and transportation are all exacerbating various social problems, such as fine dust, traffic congestion, water shortage, and disasters, which pose a significant threat to the sustainability of cities. Worldwide, research has been conducted to respond innovatively to these urbanization challenges. As a result, we consider smart cities as new alternatives for solving urban problems and sustainable prosperity of cities, and making omnidirectional efforts to promote smart cities using Fourth Industrial Revolution technologies such as big data and AI. The Fourth Industrial Revolution is a concept advocated by Klaus Schwab, the founder of the World Economic Forum. The concept spread from the World Economic Forum held in Davos, Switzerland, on January 20, 2016. The Fourth Industrial Revolution predicted changes in the industry due to machine learning and artificial intelligence development, using future speculative expressions for changes that had not yet occurred. Before the 19th presidential election in Korea in 2017, several presidential candidates emphasized the Fourth Industrial Revolution, and awareness rose significantly. The smart city is expected to secure the sustainability of the city, along with solving the problems of the city by the urbanization rate mentioned above. At the same time, it is getting more and more global attention because of the possibility of achieving national competitiveness and economic growth through creating new food and innovative value due to the global smart city trend. As shown in the table, the smart city-related market has grown steadily by more than 10% every year since 2016 and is predicted to grow by 250% in 2026 compared to 10 years ago. As evidenced by the world's interest, smart city projects are actively underway to improve the competitiveness of cities in each country around the world, centering on developed countries in Europe. And various professional organizations that research smart cities and evaluate city competitiveness are using various evaluation criteria. We are equipped with the Smart City Index and announce it yearly. Among these, if you look at the 2020 Global Smart City Index in the table, you can see that Singapore is consistently at the top, and some European and North American cities such as New York are showing an increase. After 2020, if you look at the changed indexes of various research institutes, you can see that each city is fiercely competing to build smart tokens. A historic event that marked a turning point in the great interest and innovative development strategies of cities worldwide would be smart cities. This strong trend shows a big change in smart city service strategy. For example, COVID-19 has significantly changed the consumption environment and consumption patterns. Despite the economic downturn, online consumption is increasing due to the rise in preference for non-face-to-face transactions. As a result, there is a strong demand for digitalization of infrastructure throughout society, such as strengthening business responsibility following the spread of online and non-face-to-face transactions, responding to increased use of corporate consumer data, strengthening digital literacy, and the need to resolve the digital divide. The change in strategy and direction of digital transformation will reveal the difference before and after COVID-19, even in promising technologies. There's a big change in the detailed technology of the field, rather than a difference in the field of a specific technology. For example, in the case of the health field, crisis responsiveness will be more commonly seen after the Corona era. Better technologies can predict the possibility of the regional spread of infectious diseases using big data, such as disease propagation process, infected patients, and population data, and informs them in advance. Technologies that enable this are emerging promisingly. A smart city's components can be divided into 3-layer elements: infrastructure, platform, and service technologies. Infrastructure technology, the bottom of the 3 layers, includes infrastructure elements such as network, transportation, building, and physical environment and technical elements such as various sensor networks for driving the Internet of Things, IoT. In the middle layer, platform technology includes networks such as Wi-Fi, urban backbone networks, wired and wireless communication networks, and technical elements to support applications such as data collection, storage, analysis, and utilization. The top layer of service technology comprises smart city services provided to end users, such as smart transportation, environmental technology, and energy. So far, we have looked at the background of the emergence of smart cities and the current status of global technology trends. Now let's look at the meaning and definition of smart cities. I'm sure some of you have heard of the concept of ubiquitous. It's a concept that was applied a lot in the process of building a new city about 10 years ago. You can understand that a smart city is the replaced concept, as it ubiquitously meets individual-centered mobile technology. In 1988, Professor Mark Weiser created the concept of ubiquitous computing, that future computers should be in an environment where computers can be used anytime, anywhere. He argued that interconnected computing should be performed by anyone anytime, anywhere. In terms of form, a smart city refers to a ubiquitous computing city in which computers such as information and communication networks, big data, and artificial intelligence are spread everywhere. More importantly, it aims for the value of a city that is convenient and safe for people. Various scholars have given various definitions of the smart city through many studies. Still, In the case of the EU, a smart city is defined as one that improves citizens' quality of life and increases urban sustainability, named as a sustainable city that provides a variety of urban services. Although each country defines a smart city differently according to economic and political differences, keywords such as digital technology, quality of life of citizens, and sustainability of cities suggest that all countries share and aim for the values. In this respect, the true meaning of a smart city is similar. Now, we would like to help with activities to build smart city services in each area in the future by looking into representative domestic cases along with the basic directions to be considered when planning smart city services. In the Korean government, smart city services largely go through the steps of collecting information from urban infrastructure, roads, buildings, and bridges and various sensors such as crime prevention CCTV, and from smart city infrastructure such as city integrated operation centers and advanced communication infrastructure. It is divided into the processing information and service stage to utilize information in various smart city services such as smart administration and smart transportation. Information collected through various routes and processed through an advanced technology-intensive platform is also of great value in constructing smart city services. But above all, how much impact the service provided ultimately has on improving citizens' quality of life is questionable. Most important. Therefore, to maximize the effectiveness of a smart city project, the ultimate value must be set as a goal in the planning process of smart city services. These goals are time-saving, safety enhancement, economic revitalization, cooperation strengthening, environment improvement, cost reduction, and health. It must be capable of delivering one or a combination of 7 values, such as promotion. From now on, I will explain the Smart City Service Planning direction by citing examples of Smart City Service establishments in Korea. First, smart city services should help citizens save time. The smart road transport system you see in the picture improves traffic within the city, assisting citizens to save time, reducing complaints, and freeing up time for more useful things. Recently, the demand response transportation system piloted by many local governments in Korea provides various economic and quality of life benefits by increasing the mobility efficiency of the mobility vulnerable within the city. Gwangju City and SK Telecom established a smart energy management system in each house for residents of a specific apartment complex, enabling each household to manage their energy and sell stored energy to the power exchange, returning the profits to residents. The service is being built and in progress. Smart cities should reduce costs by assisting in preserving assets such as electricity, gas, and water. Smart cities improve the local environment by monitoring environmental conditions and planning to achieve sustainability by controlling energy systems. Gimhae City plans to carry out a project to restore the ecological streams of the Jucheon River and Yongseong Stream, manage the ecological streams by turning them into a smart city system, and operate a smart patrol for constant monitoring. Gimhae City expects to create 243 jobs and reduce greenhouse gases, non-point pollution sources, fine dust, etc., through this smart city project. Thus, the expectation of revitalizing the local economy is high. Aiming to improve health in our lives is one of the important services to achieve the goal of smart cities to improve quality of life. Gwangju Bukgu is promoting a digital welfare administration specialized village project using artificial intelligence for basic livelihood recipients, the elderly, and the chronically ill. We are conducting a business that provides innovative care for the elderly, or those with chronic diseases who need care through artificial intelligence speakers, advanced IoT sensors, or data-based safe care systems. As a service to protect citizens' safety, many local governments have been hastening to introduce smart crosswalks in recent years. We are significantly reducing pedestrian accidents by installing intensive lighting and LED pedestrian signals at crosswalks in existing areas, and installing sensors to warn approaching vehicles when there are pedestrians, so that we can take proactive measures. According to one study, GDP per capita could increase by 21% in the first 5 years after transitioning to a smart city. This way, the local economy can be revitalized by revitalizing the smart city business. In particular, in Korea, many such cases in culture and tourism use the region's uniqueness. The basic spirit of a smart city is that citizens participate with a sense of ownership as members, rather than the previous administrative and technology-oriented suppliers. In the process of implementing smart city services, it is necessary to discover local problems and plan smart city services in a way that improves the quality of life of residents. It is essential for service planning. You know Amsterdam is the largest city in the Netherlands and the center of economy, culture, industry, and transportation. Amsterdam also has a big problem with its concentrated urbanization rate. So since 2011, it has operated a resident-led community called Smart Citizen Lab. In the Smart Citizen Lab, citizens find invisible problems, shape them, and learn how to understand and solve the issues discovered. To carry out the project, learning how to utilize the data is also necessary. The resources needed for research and solution are provided at low cost through public networks or assets. Among the projects created by the Smart Citizen Lab, the representative project is the Smart Citizen Kit called Urban Sensing. The hardware is equipped with sensors that can measure nitrogen dioxide, carbon dioxide, temperature, humidity, light intensity, and noise level in the area where the kit is installed. So when a user connects the kit to Wi-Fi and hangs it on a veranda or window, the sensors can collect information about the environment around them. This information is again disclosed through web pages and mobile applications. The Smart Citizen Kit could be installed in more places at a price equivalent to about 1/100th of the precision measuring instruments installed by the government at the time. In addition, it has the advantage of obtaining information in real time, so it was possible to reflect the information citizens needed in real life and the level of pollution they felt. Through this, the capacity of Amsterdam's citizens was strengthened. As mentioned earlier, residents need to participate directly in solving problems for a successful smart city, which we define as smart citizenship. Governance is a new way of managing state affairs in which various actors, such as the government, residents, businesses, and non-governmental organizations, build a network of common interest to solve problems, away from the one-sided government-led tendency of the past. The smart city emphasizes that the goal of a smart city is not to view urban space simply as a physical space for living, but to participate with a sense of ownership by citizens as members are being demanded. We need a methodology to materialize the citizens' consensus and active participation, which are essential for building a smart city. And the Smart City Living Lab is the solution. Previously, experts failed to predict citizens' needs through unilateral administrative services. Based on these experiences, smart cities are now a series of processes in which the people who live there tell the technician what the problem is and what needs to be solved, make and use it, adapt and develop the effect that has been verified, and evaluate and commercialize the developed system. The methodology, in other words, the living lab, which can be called a living laboratory, appeared. Smart City Living Lab is the basis of a cooperative system in which it is most important to configure 4P governance. In other words, building a concept of governments that allows the public, regional administration, private, company or technician, and people, residents, to form a partnership is the most basic starting step for Smart City Living Lab. When governance is formed, it goes through the process of discovering local problems, preparing solutions, deriving solutions, services, and demonstrating, implementing them, centering on them. Let's take a domestic example of the results of this Smart City Living Lab. The examples we are presenting are the 4 results of the Living Lab, which was carried out for about 1 year and 6 months in 2018 in some areas of Sejong New Town, one of the national pilot cities of Sejong. Safety facilities were installed in blind spots at intersections and the unsignaled areas at night through the discovery of problems by residents, the process of solving them, and experiments. We installed facilities to notify fine dust and prevent illegal garbage dumping from improving the local environment. Since these facilities are service facilities built as experimental projects, they are expected to be enhanced by reflecting feedback from residents after continuous use. Finally, let's summarize the contents of today's lecture. A smart city is a city that collects data and utilizes smart city technologies to improve various aspects of the city. The importance of smart cities lies in their potential to improve city operational efficiency and citizens' quality of life. A key feature of a smart city is data collection for decision-making. The processed data is used to improve environmental beautification and maintenance work, or for an artificial intelligence smart traffic management system that changes traffic lights according to city traffic. It is applied to real life and plays a role in improving citizens' quality of life. Thank you for listening and for your interest.